Matrix 4 screened this week in Los Angeles, and it looks like Warner Brothers just confirmed the plot. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and while I'm sad I'm late on this exclusive, I'm happy to report that my sources are good sources, because it turns out, yes, the report I was going to do about Matrix 4 has proved true. I'm going to break down what that means. However, I'm going to have to be very careful about this, because the person, my buddy Danny over at Geekdom 101, well, actually his channel World of Geekdom, just got struck by Warner Brothers for posting the entire Matrix 4 plot. Now, I'm going to talk all about this in great detail, but before I get to my video, I just want to make it clear, I am not going to spoil the movie, Warner Brothers. I am not breaking down any trade secrets or big plot points. No, this is out there on the internet, big and wide. I'm just going to talk about the broad, basic plot synopsis. Instead of going into any more details, I'm going to give you what they imagine are going to show you in the trailer. We are going to talk about the basic plot that several websites are now reporting, thanks to Danny's exclusive report that he beat me to. Kudos for the scoop. Danny over at Geekdom 101 and World of Geekdom. But Warner Brothers, come on, I'm not doing any trade secrets here. Again, all this is alleged. All this is alleged. Allegedly. All right. So what happened, guys? All right. So let's break it all down. I had a different report here, but now that things have gotten messy, I got to be careful in this report, and I want to break this down. And I don't want to spoil things. There are lots of spoilers out there now if you want to go dig deeper, but I don't know. I don't want to spoil the entire movie. I just want to know what it's about. What's the main plot? All right. Well, this first reported at several outlets were talking about this, including David Manning over here, who said the film is called Matrix Resurrections. That is the title on screen. While they haven't confirmed that by the studio, it seems like that would make sense. There was thought that maybe this was going to be called Matrix Rebooted, and that might have made more sense, given what you learn a little bit about the plot. But it did screen this world. It's weird, meta, engrossing, surprisingly funny, ambitious to a fault. I expect word of mouth to be wildly mixed, but the people who love it will love it. It's definitely the work of Cloud Atlas Lana Wachowski, not Jupiter Ascending Lana Wachowski. And so that was out there, and as this was out there, I had also gotten word from someone who was at that screening. So I do have the full plot as well. I am not going to reveal the whole plot because I don't want to spoil the movie as well. But Danny over at World of Geekdom, which guys, show him some love. He's got a legit source once in a while. He breaks these movies down, but he just got in some massive trouble because they struck his channel. As he says here, Warner Brothers is mad because he got the legit Matrix 4 plot leak, so they took his video down. Problem is, it violates no copyright. Warner Brothers using the copyright system again. Here it is officially. This is a copyright strike. He's received one. Now, a strike's bad news. And Danny knows this, and this is a bummer. He's currently reaching out to the studio, and I advised he should, and I hope they reach out to the studio. Look, the studio should always reach out to the creator. Reach out to me. If you got a problem with something I'm reporting, don't just strike the channel. That one, it's just mean. Two, figure it out behind the scenes. I'm sure Danny, even if a studio came to me and was like, hey man, you got a lot right. We really don't want to spoil this. Can we work together? Can you give me, hey, because these studios, look, we're working for scraps. They give all this information to the trades and they don't trade us seriously. And then we get it right and they try to, strike us for it, which it's like, guys, Danny nor I signed anything saying we can't reveal this information. Now, the question is, did he reveal too much by revealing the entire plot, including the ending, which I wouldn't have done? That's just me. But no diss on Danny. If you want to see it all, you can. That, to me, is where maybe you could, and I'm asking around, I'm curious if anybody knows the legal things. Does Danny have a case? Does Warner Brothers have a case? It does seem like an overreach to me. However, if the full plot is there and everything, what does that mean? Does that mean it's more dangerous, more risky for the studio? I defer that to you. That said, a lot of sites are now running with Danny's video. It's all there. It's already out there. Once on the internet, it's on the internet. What can you do? I'm not going to go through. You can go and find this on your own if you want to do that. I'm not encouraging you to. I'm just saying the Matrix 4 plot is now out in the world, and I don't think it ruins the movie by any stretch of the imagination. People are warning people, hey, do you want to know? Do you not want to know? So I don't get the big deal. It's not like people are forcing your eyes open to read spoilers of a movie. People are going to either check it out if they weren't interested, or they are, and they're still going to go see the movie. So is this really damaging? No, you have an option whether you want to see what the movie's about. So I'm going to give you one more option. Again, I'm not spoiling and giving you I'm not giving you the full plot, but according to multiple reports now, this is all on the internet. This is now news. This is all fair use. I'm not revealing anything spoilery or secret-y, Warner Brothers, so this will be an interesting test. According to all these reports, without getting into too many spoilers, without getting into any spoilers, the main plot, look, this is a reboot movie. It's 60 years after Revolutions, and the machines have been rebooted, apparently. The Matrix is apparently back online, and the big sort of plot point is the fact that Keanu Reeves is back in the Matrix, and his memories of being Neo have been erased. So now he's back in the Matrix, and where the meta-ness comes is that he works for a game developer. Apparently, it is Warner Brothers, and the events of the film are apparently like a trilogy of video games. As has sort of how it's told to him. And so Jessica Henwick, which I've seen reports, is one of the leads. Apparently that is true. And she's a new character in the real world trying to basically wake up Neo, find others to help, and see if they can fight back. That's the plot of the movie. So there's a meta take to it. There's, sort of it is pretty much a reboot, a similar sort of seems like plot of the first one of attempting to do the same thing again, but there is much more to it. Plot reveals and characters coming back, new, old characters, twists, turns. I'm not going to get any of those details because we should go enjoy the movie. But overall, from what's the trailer going to tell us? That's the basic plot I'm told, is sort of a reboot of The Matrix, and which is what this is. So it's kind of an interesting attempt to sort of like be meta about it and be like, well, yeah, how do you reboot The Matrix? Well, why don't we just do a reboot of The Matrix? What if The Matrix got rebooted and then we just sort of told people The Matrix it's reboot is what it seems to be. Again, now I'm speculating a bit, but it's weird, right? I feel like it's gonna like the guy who tweeted out said it. It's like some people are gonna be like, wow, that's kind of cool. I want to see that, and others are gonna be like, oh my god, that's so cheesy, lazy. What are they doing? Good on them for taking a roll in the dice and doing something different here. I am told there's action set pieces that are what you hope they would be. Very exciting, amazing set pieces as you'd expect in a Matrix film. And like I said, more twists and turns that happen, etc. But I'm not going to get any of that. But sadly, it's all out there. So this is also just a warning video to let you know, if you don't want to know any more, be careful. It's out there. Go on the web at your own risk, because there are people. And I don't know if Danny's going to get his video back, but if he does, I think he's fighting this or he's trying to work it out with Warner Brothers. I hope they sort it out, and I hope Warner Brothers, come on, reach out to us. My email is in my description. You can always reach out and say, hey, can you actually? We don't want that out there. The information I'm saying, I don't see how that's trade secrets. This is just the plot of the movie. The stuff gets leaked all the time, and it still has time to change. It's not like we're ruining anything. Nothing I'm saying is ruining or damaging the sake of the movie, So it's a weird thing that the studios, is this an overreach of the studio? Now, the fact that he told the whole movie, I could see that being frustrating. Just to be perfect, and I told Danny this, I think that's maybe where, but I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I saw some lawyers say, well, no, they shouldn't. This is clearly a question and a loophole that we're gonna have to figure out, and we should figure out together. But I think the right thing would have been and I hope Warner Brothers reaches out to Danny to sort that out. Maybe he just keeps that down. Maybe he makes a condensed version. But all props go to Danny for breaking this first over at World of Geekdom. Go show him some support as he's going through this. In fact, you can see his video about being copyright striked, as well as just his other takes. And he's also part of, obviously, Geekdom 101. If you want Dragon Ball Z stuff, that's where he's most known for. But there you go. So, I promised this. I kept teasing that I have the Matrix information for you. There it is. It's out there, sadly, already, so I can't fully deem this exclusive, but it sort of is, since now it's not on. I don't know. I can't take credit for this one, but I can confirm that yes. And sadly, Warner Brothers just confirmed it by making a copyright strike. You know what I mean? Like they're like, "Hey, take this off." I mean, people saw it, so now we all know. So I wish they would have just or reach out to him privately and take it down. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think that was a bad way to go about it. Leaks happen. It's sadly part of the world we live in, the internet. Not everybody in the world saw it. People would have forgotten. And people would have chosen not to see it. But now it becomes a bigger story, and now it's, I don't know. What do you guys think of all this drama? But more importantly, does that premise, that short little log line, excite you about this film or not? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because looks like we got good sources here on Popcorn Planet. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and I want to hear your thoughts on this reboot. Are you going to check it out? Are you excited to see it? I'm also hearing it's getting delayed until next year. There was talk about this movie coming out on HBO Max. I like I said months ago, I'll be shocked if this movie comes out on HBO Max. This is a theatrical movie. It sounds like the action set pieces are going to be fantastic. Keanu's back. Why would you dump this on HBO Max? This is too big of a movie. There's just certain movies. Certain movies you don't just put on HBO Max. I think you need to really get the theatrical experience with this, and hopefully if they delay, which it makes sense they would, maybe now with these leaks they're going to adjust some things. Maybe this test screening will force them to adjust some things. So this is all moot, and this isn't what the movie is about. Another reason why they shouldn't have dinged Danny. If that's the case, then we'll see. And at that point, they'll have more time, put it in theaters, and we'll see how it goes. I'm optimistic and curious to see this movie. While I didn't like the second two, there were sequences in Reloaded that I loved. And if they really go back to the Matrix, that's what I've always wanted. Let's go back to the Matrix and have some fun, cool sequences. Great. It sounds like that's what they're going to do. Tell me your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching here on Popcorn Planet.